Hey, I'm Chris. Welcome to my channel, and thanks so much for checking in. Look, I've spent quite a bit of time at government auctions over the past several years. I've made quite a few purchases there as well. And during my time there, I've learned quite a few things about what to look for when buying a good used car at these auctions. Well, I bought this 2008 Crown Victoria Police Interceptor at a state auction here in Delaware earlier this year. And during my time with this car, it's proven to be a consistent and dependable and durable daily driver workhorse for me and my family. So you're much more likely to buy a good car when you make good decisions, right? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you the 10 steps I follow when buying a car at these auctions. So look, the very first step before even looking at the car is to get educated on prices. And I'm not talking about asking prices or what your college roommate once said about car prices. I'm talking about real world selling prices for these cars, along with photos and descriptions. And the best place to get that information is eBay. That's right. Everybody's familiar with eBay and the items for sale on eBay, but did you know you could do a search of sold listings and the sale prices and get the description of those vehicles as well? You simply enter your information in the search bar and scroll down and on the left and select the option for sold listings. From there, you can review the vehicle, condition, photo, mileage, and selling prices on recently closed listings, and then you assimilate yourself on their prices versus the condition. So you have to run the VIN. You'll find the vehicle identification number here at the base of the windshield, as well as in the driver's door jamb. Carfax has a no-cost mobile phone app that will allow your phone to scan the VIN and provide you ownership, maintenance, and accident history. Now, since these are government-owned vehicles, many times this information isn't entered into the database, but sometimes it is, and it's a tool for you to use. Also, with the Carfax, you'll also get maintenance history, as well as if there's any outstanding recalls, too. Take a moment to walk around the vehicle. Is it sitting level? Is there any body damage, dings, scrapes, or scuff marks that you can't live with? Is the clear coat peeling? Is there adhesive residue from its past life? Are there holes in a roof and trunk lid from antennas, light bars, and other external mounts? Any rust? Are the bumper covers in good condition with no holes or significant damage? If so, new bumper covers can be bought for $200 from places like Rock Auto, but factor in the cost of painting whether you're going to do it yourself or you'll send it out to a professional. While doing your walk around, you want to check each tire and you want to put your fingers in the groove across the tire. What you're doing is checking for even tread depth as well as even tread wear, as improperly inflated tires and poor alignment, worn suspension, or incorrectly repaired accident damage can show itself in how the tires wear. If you need to replace a tire, remember that the government agencies used Goodyear Eagle RSA tires, which currently cost $272 a piece. The least expensive tire in the proper size at Tire Rack costs $73 a piece. However, you need to replace both tires on the same axle. So you're looking at $146 in order to avoid drivability and handling problems. Now that the exterior has been assessed, let's take a look at the inside of the car. These police cars, they have bucket seats and they're wrapped in heavy-duty fabric. The rear seat can be the same fabric. It could be all vinyl, it could be plastic, or it might not be there at all. Take a look and make an assessment and determine if it's important to you what type of material it's made out of. While in the interior, you want to check the front seats for rips and stains as well as the condition of the driver's seat foam cushion, as it tends to flatten out over time. Check the dash for screw holes and other equipment that was once there but since removed. Also, is the ashtray still there? Does it matter to you? Some parts of the dash are easily removed and inexpensive to replace and should be factored into your assessment. At these auctions, you're allowed to start the car, but you can't drive it. With the car started, check the dash for any warning lights. Check the brightness of the odometer and the gauge cluster. Any variations in the brightness indicates the gauge cluster needs to be rebuilt at around $100. The tire pressure warning light will typically be on and simply requires the tire pressure sensors to be synced to the door module. This can be done at a Ford dealer or you can purchase the syncing tool for $30. What's the mileage? Press the trip odometer button and scroll to idle hours. Typical idle hours will be in the 4,000 to 5,000 range, with anything significantly more or less will cause an adjustment in your price determination. Check the power windows and door locks to make sure they're working smoothly, are swift, and they function properly along with the switches. Alright, so now's the time to assess the brakes and the transmission. Even though you can't drive the car, you can still put it in gear and creep forward to see how the brakes hold and the height of the brake pedal. Also, with the brakes applied, switch into reverse and listen for any clunks or slow shifting. It's typical on these cars for a noticeable delay when going into reverse, but that delay shouldn't be exceedingly long. Switch into drive as well and listen and time the gear switch. Any clunks or bangs when switching to forward or reverse could indicate a U-joint wear issue or a rear differential problem. Alright, so now is the time to pop the hood and take a peek at the engine bay. Pull the engine oil dipstick and look at it and smell the oil. Is the oil level appropriate? Does the oil have a metallic or iridescent look to it, indicating excessive engine wear? Is it milky or discolored, indicating water or coolant or other contaminants got inside the engine? Does it have a burnt smell from poor or non-existent maintenance? Has the alternator been replaced with a new unit, or does it have a patina that matches the age of the car? It's typical for the alternator bearing to fail, causing a rotating grinding noise, with replacements costing between $100 and $300 depending on their output rates. Inspect the intake manifold where it mates to the heads. Look for coolant leaks or staining. It's typical with these plastic intake manifolds for them to crack over time and with excessive heat causing leaks. Back inside the car, turn the air conditioning on and off and listen to the AC compressor activate. Listen for squeals or other odd noises or vibrations that could possibly indicate compressor problems. Turn on the heater and air conditioning. Change the fan speeds to its different settings. Does the air blow with authority when it's on high? Is there a noticeable difference between the different speed settings? It's common on these cars for the blower motor to wear out and run at slower and slower speeds over time. It's an easy fix, however, at about $50 for a new blower motor. With the air conditioning on, does the air blow ice cold, and is it coming from the dash vents only? If it's coming out of the defroster vents, then that's an indicator of a somewhat typical problem of a broken blend door actuator. The cost of the part is inexpensive at $35. However, the entire dash needs to be removed from the car in order to get to it. It's a labor-intensive job and expensive as well. So pop the trunk and look around. Look for a spare tire, jack, and lug wrench. Check for water leaks if there are any plugs or holes in the trunk lid. Finally, should the car not start, take a look at the fuel cutoff switch on the inside left of the trunk. I've seen folks try to dissuade other bidders by disconnecting this switch, causing the car not to start. So there you have it. They're the steps I follow when looking at a car at an auction. I even made a checklist of these steps, and I fill this checklist out for every car that I'm interested in at the auction. And by filling out this checklist and taking your time and making a good assessment and understanding the value of these cars through the eBay listings, you're more likely to become a winner at these auctions, even if winning means you go home empty-handed. So there you have it. That's my video. What'd you think? Did it make sense? Did I leave anything out? Do you have anything to add? I'd really be curious to hear what you have to say, so leave me a comment below. Also, if you're new to my channel, well, this is what I do. I make car videos, mostly with the slant towards vintage cars, trucks, and vans. So be sure to subscribe and click the bell icon also. That bell icon will give you notification whenever a new upload gets posted. So I appreciate your time. I hope you enjoy what I do here. And as always, thanks for watching.